Welcome back to Auditing USA Auditors. Today's video involved an accident that occurred on October 12, 2012 in Polk County, where resident Corey Jones was working on his property before sunrise. This is where a neighbor called the police on him, and Sergeant Damon McMillan and Deputy Southwold contacted him. Let's take a look and I'll be back for further commentary.
I'm not gonna go over there. What are you doing? Well, how's it going?
The neighbor called. You live out here?
Yeah. What are you doing out in these woods? I know you hear me.
Yeah, I hear you.
And what are you doing out in these woods?
I'm just hanging out, you know?
Well, you're trespassing. You can't be hanging out.
I'm not trespassing right here.
You're not. Whose property is this?
This is my property right here.
It is?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what are you doing out here scaring this old lady at 5 o'clock in the morning?
Well, I just figured, you know, it'd be a good time to get started
Get started doing what?
on my work.
What work?
I'm working right here.
You are?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and you live here, right?
What's your address?
Yeah.
If you live out here, tell us, we'll go. We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
I understand. What's just since you guys approached me,
Uh-huh.
I feel a little strange right here. I don't mean no harm right here. I'm gonna come right here.
You're fine. She's saying somebody's trespassing. Do you live out here?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number? I can't quite see it.
It's Hayden Saffold, 1602.
Saffold?
Saffold, yeah.
16. And you, sir?
You live out here in these woods or in a house?
What's your name and badge number?
What's your house? Where's your house at?
I was curious of your. I mean,
Well,
Are you not
totally understand that, and I'll tell you in a minute, okay? I know you're recording me, but you got to understand, I'm asking you a question. Do you live in these woods or do you live in a house?
you guys approached me. I mean, you could
because
tell me.
Right now, I believe you're trespassing until you prove otherwise. You are committing a crime.
Well, is this America? Are we innocent until proven guilty? You're telling me I'm guilty of
So
trespassing right here?
I'm asking you your address because I want to know if you live on this property. Because you could just be telling me that.
I have the Fifth Amendment right. I don't have to answer any questions. I would like to alleviate you guys' worries.
So you can't prove to me that you live on this property.
Sure, I could.
Okay, well then you probably need to do that.
Or you're going to arrest me?
Might have to, yeah.
I mean, can you not see that I'm out here doing work?
We can see that, but she called because she's saying that you're on her property.
And I've been out here for 30 minutes yelling, and you didn't come out until now.
Well, I've got to get my kids off to. No, I didn't. I've been back and forth. I've carried some stuff up here to get ready to work.
You live here. You live in a house, right? What's your address?
Sir, honestly, I don't want to answer any more questions because.
Okay, you understand you've been accused of trespassing. Now, if you can prove to me you live here, then I'll leave.
Well, whose property is this?
That's what I'm asking. Can you prove
Maybe
to me
you
this
should
is your
ask the
property?
complainant. You haven't even given me your name or your badge number.
Did you do all this at 5 in the morning to get me out here? So you
No,
can make a
I
YouTube
did not
video?
get. No, I didn't.
Because I think you might have.
No, I don't even intend to post this unless it goes the wrong way. I mean,
So if you get what you want, you won't post it. But if you
No,
get
I'm not-
arrested,
listen,
Then
sir.
you're gonna post
No,
it,
this
make
is
it
not
look
my
bad.
intention with this.
Do you see how condescending this officer is being to the citizen, saying that you won't post this if it goes your way? That doesn't even make sense. He won't post it if it goes by the legal procedure.
This video to make you look
what
bad.
are you doing?
I am.
It's not often we get people wandering around in the woods at 5 a.m. scaring people. What I want to know is, do you own this property and what is your address? It's a simple question that I am allowed to ask because right now I think you're trespassing.
Well, I'm also allowed to not answer it if I don't.
So you answering the question could prove you innocent, but you're not going to, right?
I have the Fifth Amendment right, sir.
You have the Fifth Amendment right not to prove
To not-
yourself innocent. I don't think you want to tell me your address because I don't think you have one, and I don't think this is it.
Well, sir, you're mistaken.
Second, okay, let's go this way. What's your name?
Are you going to arrest me for loitering on my property?
No, I'm going to run your name and see what your address is. I have a right to do that because you're accused of a crime right now. So what's your name?
So have I not dispelled your suspicions?
Yes or no? No, because I don't even know who you are. Is it a yes or no question, or are you going to tell me your name or not?
If you gotta get your kids, you gotta get your
Yes, I do. Am I going to be arrested if I do not tell you my name?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
Because I don't know where you live at, and I don't know if you belong on this property.
Sir, I live right here. I belong right
Then
here.
tell me your address. Tell me your name so I can run it.
I'll tell you my address. My address is 311 Terravilla.
Okay. And what's your name?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't give you my name?
You're accused of a crime. You have to give me your name so I can know whether you're supposed to be here or not. You could just be telling me that. All you're doing, and I think what you did this morning was wanted the police out here.
No,
so
I
you
do not
make
want
a
the police
video.
out here. I've got work
Okay.
I'm trying to get done. I've got to leave to go off to
Good.
work soon.
I would like to go off and go do some work too, but I'm still dealing with you because you're pulling this anti-government stuff on me. Tell me
It's
your
not
name.
anti-government. This is my place.
Okay, prove that to me by telling me your name. Prove that to me by telling me your name.
Prove that to me by telling me your name.
Such a very professional manner to act as a officer.
What was your name?
I will tell you in a minute. I asked first, you tell me your name.
Are
Because
you
it's about to be-
are you
it's-
required?
Yes, I am.
Look at the flip side of it, man. What if you called us?
Yes. And some guy just said, "Oh yeah, this is mine. Bye. I won't tell you your name."
Because all we
How
got
do I know that? How do I know what you're
telling
telling me is true if you can't tell me your name or won't? Because you
You're
got
out
it.
here getting started work on early. I completely understand that, but right now all we have is we know she lives there. She's called and said
Well, I'm
that.
sorry that I alarmed her.
Well,
Okay.
that's all. That's the only reason.
we're
And
trying to
I'm
clear
sorry
this
that
up,
we got
and all
off
you're
on the
doing
wrong
is giving
foot.
me a hard time.
Well, you
And
haven't
you're
told
doing
me.
it on purpose, and you know that you are.
I know that I have rights, sir, and I don't like them to be
So
infringed
let me
upon.
ask you this: if you called and somebody was on your property, and I came out, and the guy said, "Oh yeah, it's mine. You have a nice day. I'm not telling you anything."
Maybe-
no, hold
may-
on.
may-
And I drove off, and you said, "Well, why didn't you do something with that guy?" And I said, "Well, he refused to tell me his name." You'd be happy with that, right? I don't know this is your property.
What I would suggest, sir, is maybe you get with her, one of you guys. I mean, if you want to hold me here and detain me, I understand. If you want to get with her and just make sure that this isn't her property, and maybe
Well,
you're
you
on the
can't
wrong.
prove it's yours.
I can prove it's mine.
Then tell me your
I don't
name.
intend to answer any questions.
Hey, you're under arrest.
I'm under
We
arrest.
can't find you back.
Yes, sir.
Well, until we know.
Am I detained or am I under arrest?
Right now, you're detained until I figure out who you are.
By themselves, or is your wife there?
My wife is there. She's asleep. I need to get them to school. Why aren't you taking my phone?
Because you're under arrest. You told me your name. I'd have been gone 10 minutes ago. But this will make for a great YouTube video, won't it? Which way you want to go?
Whichever way you want me to.
Well, your property, obviously, isn't it?
No, it's not.
We're going this way.
Would you like me for me to go?
I want you to walk this way so we can go to my car.
Are you going to release me if I give you my name?
Well, I've asked you how many times and you've refused.
Well,
We're going to
I
go down there.
also
We're going
asked
to run
you,
your
sir.
fingerprint.
I've
No.
also asked you your name, your badge number.
No law says I have to give you my name. It'll be on your arrest report.
Is it not in your policy?
No, it's not.
So, are you telling me that if I give you my identification right now that you'll let me go?
I'm telling you that if I can identify you and prove that you're not committing a crime by trespassing on this property, I might let you go. And we could have done this 20 minutes ago. Now I'm thinking you're having some mental problems and we might need a screening. Why are you doing this? Why are you making it so hard? I think you did it on purpose so you could get a video.
No, I
And that's
didn't.
communicating a false alarm.
No, I didn't.
Then what are you doing?
I'm working.
Anybody would, okay. And when the police show up, go, hey, my name's Bob. I live here. Okay, great. I would have left. All you're doing is making this hard on yourself. You think you're being funny? Because you're not. Lots of other work I could have been doing. But I just can't take your word. Oh, this is mine. Bye, officer. I'd look like a real idiot, wouldn't I?
Was I doing anything wrong?
Yes. You were accused of it, and until I can prove that you're not, by simply giving me your name and I can get your address, we would have left. You're the one keeping me here this long. Because for some reason, and I don't know why, you just want to make this so hard. Why? Are you just anti-government and hate the police? What?
No, I'm pro civil rights.
Well, right now, all we hear is her side, man. You're not held, like, we're going.
Look at it from the side of a police officer. If you said, hey, this is my property, you need, and I just left, and it turns out you were a wanted murderer, I'd look like a real idiot, wouldn't I? Would you like it if I did that to your family? Your wife called me and said there's a guy walking around over here scaring me.
Somebody accuses me of murder?
No. You know what? The more I talk to you, the worse you get. I think I'm done talking to you. We're just going to go run your fingerprints.
I don't consent to any searches.
Well, you're going in my car, so you are. And yes, I know, you're going to post that video and you're going to sue me and everything else. No need to tell me. Okay? Or do you want to get this over with and tell me your name?
If you tell me that
I'm going to ask
if you tell me that you will let me go, if I give you my identification, I will give you my identification.
I don't know that I should let you go. I really think right now you might have some mental health problems, and I think we might need to go see a doctor. Would you like for me to stop and tell your wife where you're going? No? Okay, well, you stare at me then. I don't care.
Do you want somebody to tell her?
I would like to call her.
Well, that'll happen after we figure out who you are. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to run your fingerprints, and it takes a couple of hours. So after you sit there for a couple of hours waiting on your fingerprints to come back, then...
Sir, if I give you my identity, will you let me
You've
go?
had about 10 chances to tell me your name, and you ain't got it yet.
I also asked you.
I don't care what you ask me. I'm asking the questions, not you. You need to lay it off the YouTube stuff, because all it's doing is making it worse, man.
And she said he was acting for that's what this felt.
Well, she heard him when he stepped on his wig, and then she yelled at him. She's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" So that's not their property. That probably belongs to the gas well over here. And he just kept looking at her. And then I went over there. And I seen where he's got that light tied to the tree, but I couldn't find him. I come back, and that's when you showed up. And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to take him somewhere to identify him." No, I haven't gotten anything yet.
You guys have any other charges?
Look, I can't release you until I know who you are. When I figure out who you are, I'm probably just going to write you a ticket and kick you out the door. Okay? But the law for obstructing governmental operations, for not telling me your name. And you wouldn't be here in the first place had you simply just told me your name. All I was going to do is run your name, get your address, and I was leaving.
You never gave me your name, and you never gave me a clear answer.
One, it's right here. Two, my name will be on your arrest report, okay?
You also never gave me a clear answer whenever I asked you.
Okay, if it's not in my habit to be answering your questions, you need to ask mine. I simply asked you, do you belong on this? If you give me your name and I run your driver's license and it gave that address, I would have left. All you're doing is you're trying to get famous, is I think what you're trying to do. You got what you wanted. You've been taken to the jet. Now we're going to fingerprint you. I'm sure that the video and whatever else you got, you're going to try to get it on the front page of the newspaper and try to make it into a big deal. Good for you. But you're not going anywhere until I know who you are, whether that takes 6 hours or 36 hours. You can sit there. So the quicker you tell me your name and I can look at your DL photo and make sure it's you, then you're just going to have to sit here. I'm trying to help you get out of here quicker. You'll just simply tell me who you are.
So you will release me?
I'm tired of talking to you. One last time, yes or no, are you going to tell me your name or not? I'm not making you any promises. Well, what am I supposed to do if I run your name and you come back with a warrant? But then I'd be lying to you, telling you I was releasing you, and I didn't. Wouldn't it? Huh? Yeah. So I can't make you any promises until I run your name. Huh? I mean, I took the time to take you to jail. You're getting some tickets, okay? I'm not lying to you about that. But the quicker you tell me your name, the quicker I can write the tickets, and the quicker you can leave. Right?
My name is Corey Jones.
Okay.
My date of birth is 1888.
Okay.
After giving his name and date of birth, the police released him to his property. If you wish to watch the full video, be sure to check out the channel and the description. This has been Auditing USA Auditors, and I'll be back tomorrow for a new video.